They're both very powerful when they understand how they can work together. And a good number one. I'm going to share with you a bit of a crude way of looking at leadership, but I'm hoping it'll help you really think in these times about what leadership needs to be within an organization. I always refer to people that are number ones and people that are number twos. And number one is that dynamic, energetic, go-get-em, full of confidence, positive, passionate person with the drive and the ambition to make things happen, make things work. And number two is a person that is behind that number one. And that's that person that is good operationally, has got a finger on every button, knows what's going on, and they can really manage what's happening. And they will keep the number one informed, and like having their pulse, being able to the pulse of the organization. The truth is, although it sounds a bit negative talking about ones and twos, as though two is subservient to one, it's not the case. In fact, it very much isn't. They're both very powerful when they understand how they can work together. And a good number one absolutely realizes that they can be most effective as a number one because of their number two. And the number two has got no aspiration to be number one. They know that that's not their strength, but they've got this niche of strength where they can be a support and a partner, if you like, to the number one. And it's understanding that the danger comes when the number two thinks they can be a number one. The danger happens when you've got two number twos in an organization trying to run it. Or where real danger when you've got two number ones, because that can be a bit scary. So it's about knowing your people, who's your number one and who's your number two. And don't assume that somebody who's a number two will make a good number one either, okay? And help people understand their strengths. When looking at leadership and the style of leadership that's going to be needed going into the future, and the way that we need to engage more with people, the powerful dual act of having a good number one and a very highly effective number two becoming melded together to achieve a lot more than any one of them could on their own is something that needs to be worked at. And certainly the organizations I've researched over the years, visited over the years that have been highly effective, you can actually see the pattern there. There's this number one who's the dynamite, and here's the number two who actually makes sure things happen. Hope that's been helpful.